Good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday, January 21st, 2020. It's 7:22 a.m. presently. I'm about to go to work with another frozen windshield again. And yesterday I made sure that I brought my mat inside the shop so it would dry it off by the evening when I come back. As it was really dry. And yet again, I still have humidity inside my car. I'm gonna have to resort to the most annoying way to remove humidity from a car is using paper. My wife, she never planned ahead in winter and put paper in the bottom of the car. So the car is always humid. And it's completely frozen solid with ice inside when she comes to get her car. Another cold morning, minus 14 this morning. My little aluminum block doesn't heat up as much as my Astro van used to do. I used to own a Chevrolet Astro. Man, that thing, when it started, 5 minutes after, the engine was already at 90 degrees Celsius. You could heat up the van with the front and rear defroster, like the front and rear heater. Inside the van it would get hot, and within 10 minutes. I used to work at not far from where I live, so my run was not long enough for it to get warm. So yesterday I was fortunate enough to have a short day. I came back to work, it was 4 o'clock, 4:30, and I did not manage to leave until 5:30. There was a few little things I had to do, and I had to make parts for the Guts device for my customer. And I started working yesterday on it. I spent a whole 2 hours on it, and the evening just flew by last night. So I worked 2 hours on it. I made I have a transparent sheet, like plexiglass, which I put the parts on so you can see through. And everything's going to be glued in place. Hopefully it's not going to be so bad. And yep, I'm pretty satisfied so far. I'm going to have to get some little piece of wood to make a stand up, because I don't want the box to have anything related with steel. I want the box to remain as wooden as possible. It's something I took up from a guy named Tassel. Forgot his first name, but Tassel. He apparently made a time travel machine back in the late 50s, early 60s. It was a huge building made out of wood and plastic, and there was a frequency generating system inside, and it could teleport people through times. So I believe that if you have a smaller scale device like that is also made out of wood, it would work to something. Plus the box is painted green, which is good fortune. So I'm gonna pursue on that tonight. I don't have much to do today, so as soon as I get to work, I'm gonna head for Montreal. Well, I'm gonna do my emails because I need answers, and then I'm gonna head to Montreal, try to clear everything as fast as possible, bring back the parts to my other guy, and then just come back to work and buy stupid salt. God. I have to buy 55-pound bags of salt, 10 of them. God. They can't go on their own because nobody's cars is strong enough to carry 550 pounds. Even my van here, the most I ever loaded it with was about 400 pounds of stuff, and the wheels were going down. But when Mazda designed this van, they made it in a way that the spring in the back are made to take the load. It's the same suspension as any other Mazda, except that they put harder bushing on it because it's a van. It would be used as a van. In Japan, the Mazda 5 is way more expensive than here. Here, when it was brand new, it was about this one was about 25 grand when it was brand new. And in Japan, Mazda 5 like this, it's about $50,000 of their money. Quite impressive. We're hitting the point of the worst of winter. End of January, the last 2 weeks of January and the first 2 weeks of February are going to be like some of the coldest. They're the hardest weather on your car. I did some minor rust proofing on my truck last year, 2019, summer of 2019. I did some minor rust proofing, but I didn't do the back very well. It's always the back that suffered the most. But this year I'm gonna have to raise it up and check it again. Yesterday on my French vlog, I was talking about luck and the law of causality. And I was trying to explain people that the lottery works as it's mathematical. The more you figure something out about the math of the lottery, the better you're increasing your chance of winning. And one of my ex-co-worker, when I used to work a long time ago, he was a PhD in math and physicist. Well, not much of a physicist, but he had a PhD in math. He was like good at math. And when he quit the company, he worked for a month and a half for another company, and then he was fired. And then he called me because he knew I was a good resource. And he asked me if I knew a quick way to make some money. And I told him, you have to go to the casino. You're going to have to put your principal aside and consider that what you're going to learn at the casino is going to be to feed your family. So he put his Muslim principal aside, and we went to the casino, and I explained to him about Keno and Bingo and the other card games and stuff like this. And he took what little money he had remaining, and he looked at the frequency and how Keno works and how Bingo works, and he finally figured out a mathematic way to win. So his first month playing there, he won $2,000, and then his second month he won $5,000. After that, I didn't hear of him again. Probably they figure it out and I don't know, they do something with him, or he was really good at this. To score $5,000 on these kind of things, yeah, you have to figure out. So I think when he won the $5,000, he took his money and left back to his country, or something like that. I never saw anything on his Facebook ever again. So anyway, resume in short. Oh, that's interesting. There's like the sun has like a singular beam that's pointing upward. Oh my god, it's bright. Welder lenses when I want to look at the sun. we are in 2020, and we're reaching the point where supposedly Nibiru should be able to be visible for everyone else. And I think that they're using their hologram technology to hide it. They can't hide the sun, but they can hide what's around the sun. Good sun. One very bright sun. So, someone asked me, do you think that we can try and travel with the GODS device? Well, I don't know about the first version of it, but the second version is going to be interesting. Because I'm including 2 magnets on each side of the box. And I'm including a witness well for the crystal quartz. And I'm including the headband. Most interesting to see what results going to be. So we'll see in due time. All in due time. I'm going to keep working on it this week. Try to finish it this week. Because right now, I had to buy some grocery this weekend, and it sucked up my economy. Whatever little saving I had. But it's going to be awesome when I'm done with it. I'm going to bring back some heavy duty glue that I have at work. It's a transparent glue that you don't get your finger between it because it's not going to come out for a long while. And it's also depending which one, because I have 3 types of glue. But one of them is highly corrosive to plastic. When I was using it, the moment it got in contact with the hair and it was falling on the ground, on the tiles, it was melting the tiles. A lot of people are buying the 2018 Jeeps. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to be at work in a moment.